Well, hello again. So it's been a while. A lot of stuff has happened. I don't think that I've uploaded a video for like 6 months. Whatever, let's just get back into it like it never happened. How are you? Please, I would like to know how life is treating you. Because I feel like the universe in the past few years has been really weird for a lot of people. So, have you been experiencing the weirdness? Because I feel like it's been affecting a lot of us. Anyway, so today we're going for the first Halloween of the season. It is June, mid-June, just like one day away from midsummer. So it's all starting to happen. I think that at home is really the only place that has Halloween stuff out. But I have not called the location that is nearest me, so wish me luck. This might end in total disaster. So I feel like maybe I'm gonna use maybe the Lolita palette, because I haven't done a review for it yet. And I've used it a couple times, but not a lot. I really don't have time to just sit down and do makeup like I want to or like I used to. Okay, I think I'm going to use these two. And I'm gonna put that in the crease-ish. Crease-ish-ish. Anyway, so I've been working a ton, you know. House is great, but also is like a lot of work. Chimneys fall apart after a while. Did you know that? Do you have a chimney? And if so, how much have you spent fixing it? Because those are the kind of problems that I have right now. Let's talk about things that I'm excited about. Obviously, I'm very excited for Halloween coming up. I want to make it really great. Last year, Halloween was kind of a mess because it rained so bad that like the city moved it to a different day, like the day before Halloween, but we still had like a decent turnout of trick-or-treaters, and we do give out full-size candy bars, I will have you know. But this year, like, I have a lot of really awesome DIY crafting build plans for decorating like the front yard and things like that, so that kids, like when the kids come, it'll be really you know, like an immersive experience, not like a full-on like haunted house, like a yard haunt or anything like that, but just sort of like a display, because I also can't have just children screaming around the front yard all day, because it will be bad. I will be jailed by the end of it. Kidding. I love kids. So I'm just using this powder that I got from Essence. It's an Essence powder, matte, all about matte fixing powder. I'm really changing up my makeup. I'm really like not satisfied with any of the things that I've been using for a long time. I don't know if their formulas are changing, but I don't know. I'm just sort of, I'm at that point where I need a new, like normal, I don't know. Do you ever get like that where you're like, ugh, all the stuff that I've used for so long is now just junk. It's just garbage and I hate it all. I like want an overhaul of things. That's how, whether it's just in my mind or it's real, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'm taking a little more of a warm shade. It's like Lolita is the name of it. It's down here. So yeah, I'm super excited for doing those DIY things, and I'm just determined to do it, like no matter how much time I need to dedicate to work and making money. I'm going to make this Halloween like super just wonderful, and I'm gonna do it if it kills me. I don't care. I don't care. don't have time, you make time, right? That's what they say. I don't know. But I do feel sort of like, I don't know, there have been a lot of changes in the past like year or two, but there also have not been. It's just weird, like moving to a house and having everything be your responsibility, and geez, it's very strange. So yeah, I'm just trying to get to that point where I don't have to work so much. I don't want to just freaking work all the time. It's just not an ideal. Who the hell wants to do that? Not me. I don't want to do that. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Nobody wants that. So I'm take the kind of deeper burgundy shade in here, the matte one. Give me like a thumbs up if you like these sort of chatty get ready with me videos, and give me like a thumbs down if you don't like them because I need to know. I really like those kind of videos because, you know, personally, technically with makeup, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't really watch a lot anymore of videos that have to do with like technical applications. Sometimes I do, you know, and I feel like I'm getting kind of writer's block with makeup. But for the most part, I like sort of chatty videos and vlogs. So if you like the chatty get ready with me, then do me a thumbs up. But if you hate it, I won't do them. Oh, we're trying to find a sister, brother or sister for Ichabod, but it's been sort of difficult because Ichabod is very used to being the top dog Ichabod. So he's, you know, he's very small too. He's almost 6 pounds, so it's difficult to find a dog that is compatible in that way, but it's also difficult for him to transition to sharing like attention. We did try for 2 weeks. We fostered a little girl dog and she was so sweet and I loved her so much. But we, with the amount of working that we're both doing and this sort of like not really stable relationship that she and Ichabod had together, we couldn't leave them alone by themselves. So we had to give her back, you know, like our fostering period was over after 2 weeks. So we gave her back to the foundation for someone else to foster and adopt because we just couldn't leave them alone. Like they were kind of fighting and stuff like that. So we're still trying to get him a sister, but it's just like, I think until one of us isn't working so much, it's going to be really difficult to do that. Like this is, look at this, look at all this mess. Are you kidding? They're really beautiful eyeshadows. I love them, but damn, that is some powdery shit. I have a paper towel that I am sort of wiping everything out on right down here because I don't know, I feel like I need to like work it into these bristles more. If I just tap it off, it all goes away and then there's nothing there. So I sort of think getting it on the brush and then working it in through the bristles helps the application of it. I don't know. I really like these colors. It's just like the formula is super powdery. Don't know what's going on there, but I don't really appreciate it. I also didn't, you know, I've been super busy, but it also gives me pause in making videos. It's like, hang on, let me drink this. So yeah, other than just being really super duper busy, see, I don't even want to mention it. I just feel like, I did feel like for so long, like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to do that in regards to like YouTube's crazy viciousness, or the internet's, I guess, crazy viciousness with people, like in terms of makeup brands, and sort of like people who are, and I hate the term influencer, really, oh my God, I hate that. Oh, but people who are on the internet are like held to these really intense, extreme perfection levels, and then like if they don't meet those, there's just so much hate, and I'm like, oh, don't really want to be a part of like hate. I don't know if I like that. It used to be just like about creating stuff, but now you have to like be a perfect person as well, which, I mean, I understand, you know, there are some things that you need to do and do them well, you know, it's a responsibility, especially if you have something like millions and millions of subscribers. You should probably watch what you say and like understand that it has some serious weight to it. But at the same time, the just like relentlessness that happens also with like the drag queen, like the RuPaul's Drag Race fandom. Apparently like they get death threats and stuff from opposing queens fans, and it's just like, it's just so ugh. That's so ugh. There's so much stuff with like the goth YouTube community and like what is goth and what's not, and people like calling each other out, and just like it was emotionally like draining to even see those kind of videos like pop up in my feed. I was like, oh, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about this like just total like the bullshit that doesn't even matter. And I'm like, I don't mean to offend. I don't mean to offend. If it matters to you, then it matters. You know, your feelings are valid. However, to me, I just don't feel like that kind of thing really matters in comparison to other things. Like, I just don't have like the emotional energy, I think, to worry about it. So I didn't want to like feed into it, or even like, I don't know, it just bummed me out every time I thought about like making a video. It's like, do I really want to spend all of this extra time when I could be like, you know, doing work or cleaning the house or spending time with Ichabod? Like, do I really want to do that and force myself to make it happen? Because trust me, making a YouTube video, I have to force myself. And that's part of the reason, is like, I don't really want to be part of a negative space, but also I have to force myself because I'm just, that's the kind of person that I am. Like, I have to force myself to get out of bed in the morning. I have to force myself to, you know, make coffee. Like, I have to force myself to do things. Otherwise, I probably would just like, I don't know. If you guys watched Game of Thrones, I would probably just become the three-eyed raven. I don't know what I would do, but I have to force myself to do everything. And it's very complex. Making a video takes so much time. Like, this is probably going to be a long video because I don't have time to edit it. Editing videos, especially like makeup tutorials, those are like at least, the very least you could do for an edit on those, I think would probably be 4 hours. For me, I've clocked, you know, 16 total hours on videos before, probably. Like on a single video, not like, definitely not in total all my videos. Oh my God. But I just really miss being a part of, you know, YouTube, and I miss like talking to other like-minded people, because I really don't get to do that in day-to-day life anymore. And I just want to come back, and I believe that this sort of community can make it come back. and talk about interesting, stimulating things instead of talking about, you know, what so-and-so should have done, or talking about what is goth and who's allowed to be in here, and like, I just don't want to hear about it anymore. I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to. Do you want to? Do you want to keep talking about it? I don't know. For me, I think it's important to talk about difficult things and hard things, for sure, but I would include that in things like, you know, the difficulty of being a human and stuff like that. But that's personal, I suppose. So I'm not trying to get down on anybody's wants and needs. I'm just trying to say I want it to be a positive place. It takes a lot of work and I don't have a lot of time. Like, I wish that I could just sit here and do this as a job and like make money this way. But then again, I kind of don't, because I think sometimes when you start making money from something you like doing, you're not gonna like that thing for very long anymore. Anyway, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this silver thing. I don't know why I feel like silver today. It's called tinsel. The mats in here, I feel like, are way more powdery than the mats in here. Like, way more loosely packed. I mean, just like, phew, I'll show you my towel. That's eyeshadow. That's the eyeshadow. I don't know. I mean, it'll probably, this channel is just gonna focus on hopefully things that, you know, matter, and they matter to me and to you. But if they don't matter to you, then I understand. But I also don't want it to become like a negative place. So I'm not going to be talking about things that I think are uselessly negative. I'm not going to like vocalize that. But I also want it to be a fun place. I don't want it to just be like, oh, we're only coming here for substance. I kind of want you to come here to get away from things, because that's why I want to come here, to get away from things. I don't want to think about the day-to-day life. That's pretty. Am I too far away in this video? Probably. We'll figure that out later. We'll figure it all out later, okay? Ooh, I'm gonna use this thing because I did get this recently. I haven't been using it. This sleek, that like highlighter palette thing. I don't want to blind you guys, but here. Oh, there's my camera. But yeah, this thing. It's really pretty. This brush. What the hell, y'all? This is like some 1987 crap right there. This is wasteful, Sleek. Don't put this shit in our packages anymore. That's supposed to be a brush. Don't do that. That's terrible. What am I going to use this on? I also want to buy all new brushes because I have mostly MAC brushes, and I just want to venture out, and like I feel like my love for brushes has died over the past like 4 or 5 years, and they can be so fun, and I just feel like I have totally forgotten that I liked brushes ever. So if you have some brushes that you love, and please put them down in the description box. No, put them in the comments. I don't even know what these things are called anymore. Put them in the comments, please. I would love to try some new brushes. Preferably, like, if they're cheaper, that would be so good. I'm using like the little cream bit, the cream part of it on the back of my hand. But yeah, I'm just trying to reinvigorate my love for like creation. So it's my channel, the future of this thing is going to be probably focused on like, you know, makeup and spooky stuff and Halloween-y things and things that I just find kind of fun and interesting. I'm sorry, my camera cut off. Hopefully you didn't miss too much. I just put the 3 powders, mixed them together and put them over here. I'm also going to take it down my nose because I've been liking doing that lately. But if there's stuff you want me to talk about, like topics that you think are important that you would like to have a discussion about, please let me know. But I'll probably do those sort of like topic talking. Ow. God. Let me know what's important to you. It's things like, you know, mental health and that sort of thing. I've never really spoken a lot about that, I think, on my channel, if at all. But if you want to, if you have questions about that or whatever, like my experience with mental health or my opinions on said thing, if you want to like open a discussion with that or around that, let me know in the comments and I'll like definitely talk about it with you in the comments. Or I can make like another video if you want to have like a video thing about it. Is that even? I don't know. Is that even? Really? Yeah, I just want it to be not a negative place. There's so much like weird backbiting that's going on the internet these days that it's just, I find like really gross. It's just not constructive or interesting. It's not just gross, it's like really boring and draining. So I don't want it to be that. Okay, let me put on my eyelashes. Because I don't know if you noticed, but my eyelashes are effing tiny and they're straight and I hate them. So I'm gonna put some eyelashes on and then I'm gonna pick a lip. It's gonna happen instantaneously, watch. Okay, so there we go. I put on the the regular wispies from Ardell. Focus. Jesus. For the longest time, I thought that the demi wispies were amazing, but I was wrong. It's the wispies. It's the wispies, guys. I put one of these on and I just cut the very like front bunch of one of them off, not from the outer edge, but from the front edge. And they're amazing and I love them. So there are those. And then for my lip, I did Wet n Wild's Mochalicious mixed with NYX's Abu Dhabi, I think it is, or London, one of those two. I think it was Abu Dhabi. Anyway, I'm very thirsty and this water's probably really old. That's okay. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. This is also going to be like, you know, a pretty feminine channel, so if you don't like feminine shit, then you can just go on and get the hell on, because that's what's gonna be kind of like. It's gonna be girly stuff, but there's also going to be spooky stuff and kind of, you know, heavy stuff. But I also do plan to do a lot of DIY things, especially for Halloween decor. So that's gonna be a thing. I'm very excited to show you guys how I built my scarecrows. I love them so much. We have one that's like 20 feet tall. She's so great and her name is Becky. So I'll show you guys how to do that kind of stuff too, as well as makeup. And then if you have anything that you want me to review, leave it down below. There are a few things, like I just haven't been buying a lot of makeup lately because I've been so weird about the makeup community. And plus I just don't have the money to be like buying makeup when I have about 7,000 tons of makeup. But if you want me to review a specific thing, please let me know. Please let me know. You can always inbox me on Instagram. What is that called? DM. You can DM me on Instagram. That's what that is. And I will do that. But I just don't, like, every time a brand that I love launches something, I do want to support them, but I can't really justify it because I already have so much makeup. It does not make sense for me to just have it just because I want it. So if you do want me to review a specific thing that's coming out, let me know and I will do my best to do that. Where's Ichabod? Bubble! Ladies and gentlemen, His Royal Cuteness, Sir Ichabod of the Vampire House. What's that? This is not one of his toys. This is my Beanie Baby baddie. You can't play with this one, I'm sorry. You'll chew his little ears off, because you will. I hope you guys are doing really well. Ichabod loves you, I love you, and yeah, please go follow my Instagram because that's where I'm gonna be like super active. He also has an Instagram. I'll put that down there. You show all your cuteness, right?